time, weather, and...
Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. And I'm Todd. We're going to do a request. The request came in from my reaction to Cilla Black versus Daryl Braithwaite doing the song You're My World. The requester goes by the YouTube name of Mac Ragnell. And Mac writes this: I like both versions and Daryl does a good job with the song. Have you listened to Cilla singing Anyone Who Had a Heart and compared it with Dionne Warwick's version? Well, yes, I have. I've done a reaction to Cilla Black doing the song Anyone Who Had a Heart. So I don't want to compare the Cilla Black version to the Dionne Warwick since I already did a reaction to it. So I thought, who else could we compare to Dionne Warwick doing the song Anyone Who Had a Heart? Well, there are so many great cover versions of that song, but I thought, you know what we should do is take somebody from the 60s and from the UK and a female vocalist. So I thought of Dusty Springfield. So we're going to compare Dionne Warwick's original version of Anyone Who Had a Heart to Dusty Springfield's version. Now, the song was written by Burt Bacharach and Hal David for Dionne Warwick. And Dionne was with Hal David and Burt Bacharach when they were writing the song, and Hal hadn't finished up the lyrics, but Dionne still wanted to do some recordings of it. So they kept on working on this song until Hal got the lyrics that he wanted. Well, Dionne then recorded the complete song in November of 1963. At those same sessions, she also recorded the song Walk On By and In the Land of Make Believe. Well, that song is produced by Burt Bacharach and Ed Smith. So Burt Bacharach had his fingers in this song from the beginning. It was released as a single and got to number 8 in January of 1964 on Billboard's Hot 100 singles chart. So it was the first top 10 single for Dionne Warwick. So where does Dusty Springfield come in? Well, she didn't release it as a single, but she recorded it for one of her albums. She recorded the song in January of 1964 and then released it on her first album called A Girl Named Dusty. But she often sang it live on stage because it was such a great presentation of the song. So let's listen to both Dionne Warwick's version and Dusty Springfield's version. See how they differ? See how they're the same? Here we go.
Anyone who ever loved could look at me and know that I love you. Anyone who ever dreamed could look at me and know I dream of you, knowing I love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. You couldn't really have a heart that hurt me like you hurt me and be so untrue. What am I to do?
I love Burt Bacharach's musical talent. I love it because he plays that piano in there on just about every song. Piano is up front. Got a little bit of cymbal going on with the drums, maybe a little bit of snare, some bass guitar, but then the rest is all Dionne Warwick with her great vocals. And then they go into that fantastic refrain on the song and has wonderful backup singers come in, and she hits some good high notes, and then she comes back down and it gets fairly quiet to get into the second verse, and then we have some strings come in. Just really a well put together song. I mean, I don't think Burt Bacharach and Hal David could write a bad song, but this one is killer. Let's keep on going.
What am I to do? Every time you go away, I always say, this time it's goodbye, dear. Loving you the way I do, I take you back. Without you I die, dear. Knowing I love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. You couldn't really have a heart and hurt me like you hurt me and be so untrue. What am I to do?
Okay, as we go into that second verse, then we get a guitar come in, and it kind of twangs in, and then Dionne sings a line, and then some strings come in. She sings another line, and then that guitar twangs in. It's just really cool how they bring in the different instruments. But the thing that is special about this song is Dionne's voice. She's got a very neat voice, kind of soulful, not like deep soul, but it has kind of a soulful sound to her voice. And when she hits those refrains, she can really take her voice up into a different level, and it sounds fantastic. Let's keep on going.
You hurt me and be so untrue. What am I to knowing I love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. You couldn't really have a heart and hurt me like you hurt me and be so untrue. Anyone who had a heart would love me too. Anyone who had a heart would surely take me in his arms and always love me. Why won't you? Anyone who had a heart would love me too. Yeah. Anyone who had a heart would surely take me in his arms and always love me. Why won't you? Yes. Anyone who had a heart would love me too. Anyone who had a heart would surely take me in his arms and always.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Great instrumental break with the saxophone in there. That's really cool. And she comes right in. That instrumental break isn't quite done yet, and she comes right back in singing the song, and she hits it at the end. The end is, I think, is really the key point of this whole song, is how they sing that refrain at the end, and how she can do such high notes and really expound the voice, without cracking her voice. I mean, she just does a great job of that ending. And that's what you always listen to for this song. How does the vocalist end the song? Do they hit all those high notes? And Dionne does. This is really, really good. So now we're going to go and listen to Dusty Springfield do her rendition that she recorded only 3 months later. So here we go with Dusty Springfield.
Anyone who ever loved could look at me and know that I love you. Anyone who ever dreamed could look at me and know I dream of you. Knowing I love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and
right here a moment. Backing track is totally different. Totally different than the Dionne version. You got a piano in there, but the guitar is more up front in this introduction. You've got the drums, you got the bass, and you've got some other like instrumentation going on that Dionne didn't have in her version. And then Dusty's vocals are a lot different than Dionne. Dionne is more penetrating, more, she's louder. She's got more, like I said, of a soulful voice, while Dusty is like very quiet, very soft feeling, and not as like Dionne is like really saying, okay, here's the lyrics to this song, while Dusty is saying, can you hear the lyrics of this song? So she's much more quiet than Dionne, but it's still, when she hits that refrain, she hits some of those high notes, and that's what's really important again. You know, how they do the verse itself is interpreted by the singer, but when you hit that refrain, you got to put a lot of emphasis in it, and I think Dusty does that, and Dionne really did it very, very well. So let's keep on going.
What am I to do every time you go away? I always say, this time it's goodbye, dear. Loving you the way I do, I take you back. Without you I die, dear. Knowing I love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. You couldn't really have a heart and hurt me like you hurt me and be so untrue. What am I to do?
Okay, like I had said when I stopped it before, I think Dusty has a softer voice than Dionne does. So it's like you're listening to it and it's not jumping out at you, but it feels right. But when she gets into the refrain, again, not as loud or as in your face as Dionne's, which is, I'm not saying that as a negative because it's fantastic how she does that. Dusty is a little bit softer in the refrain as well. And I think it's just the way she's interpreting the song. So it's totally different. Plus, like I said, the backing track is different. You got that guitar in there doing the verses along with Dusty. While you did not have a guitar playing through, you just had it pop up here and there in the Dionne version. So let's keep on going.
What am I to do? Knowing I love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. You couldn't really have a heart and hurt me like you hurt me and be so untrue. Anyone who had a heart could love me too. Anyone who had a heart would truly take me in his arms and always love me. Why won't you? Yeah. Anyone who had a heart could love me too. Yeah. Anyone who had a heart would simply take me in his arms and always love me. Why won't you?
Oh, yeah. The end of this song, okay, I got to say this, was killer. I mean, she really did a phenomenal job on the end of this song. And again, I think that's the song. I mean, it's a great song all the way through, but it's that ending. If that ending can hit you right in the face and get some emotion out of you, that's what you want to do with this song. And I think both Dionne and Dusty did that. They both did a fantastic job on the end of this song. I mean, I'm not going to say which one's better or which one's worse, because I think they both did a remarkable job on the end of the song. And then this also had a saxophone solo in it in the instrumental break. I don't think the sax solo was quite as nice as what was in Dionne's version. It almost sounded like they were in an echo chamber with that saxophone. But Dusty's part of this song, her vocals were perfect. I mean, she has just got a fantastic voice. It's not a loud voice. It's not a penetrating voice like Dionne's, but it's a more softer and in a way almost a soulful voice as well. Not in the sense of Dionne's soulfulness. This has a little bit different feel to it. It's a little bit softer, but both versions, wow, they're both fantastic. And like I said, I did a reaction to Cilla Black doing Anyone Who Had a Heart quite a while back, and that song is killer too. Cilla does just a fantastic job on that song. So if you want to go back and check out that reaction, you won't be sorry that you did. So this is my take on Dusty Springfield and Dionne Warwick doing Anyone Who Had a Heart. Love both versions. I can't say which one's better and which one's worse. They're both a little different because each of the two vocalists have a different style of presenting the music. But it is a Burt Bacharach and Hal David written song, so I don't think anybody can do this song badly, but I could be wrong on that. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit that like button. That'd be really appreciated. If you have any comments about Dusty Springfield, Dionne Warwick, the song Anyone Who Had a Heart, hey, put in the comments below. That'd be really appreciated. I'm also going to take a link to both of the videos and put them into my description below. So if you want to watch them again, just click on the link. They'll open up, they'll play for you, and I won't be stopping them. Also, I'm going to put a link to the channels that uploaded the two videos. So you might want to check out those channels. They might have some other really good videos for you to watch. Now, have you subscribed to Driving with Todd? If you haven't, why don't we do it right now? You have my video open. Just go below the video, below the title of the video. There's a subscribe button. Hit that, and you've subscribed and made me very happy. If you go over here and ring the bell, you'll get updates to my latest videos. So I thought this was a cool comment to compare the Cilla Black to Dionne Warwick. But hey, I've already done the Cilla Black, so the next best thing here, Dusty Springfield, another great UK female vocalist from the 60s and on and on. So this put a big smile on my face. I'm hoping to put a big smile on your face. And peace out, baby.